firsthand.
Yeah, certainly a cold experience.
And it's so wet and it's not that.
Power to the people. The couple taking fundraising to new heights to bring solar energy to their street. Now to the London couple taking fundraising to new heights, quite literally. They're camping out on the roof of their home in Walthamstow in an attempt to crowdfund enough money to bring solar energy to their entire street. Let's find out more from Jim Weeble, who's there. Hi Jim, tell us more.
Hello, Riz. Now, if you happen to be taking a stroll down Lynmouth Road in Walthamstow, you may be in for quite a surprise if you look up. In fact, if you look up there, because you might find Dan Edelstein and Hilary Powell bedding down for the night on a bed on a roof. The goal is to raise £100,000, and what they want to do is get enough money to buy solar panels for everybody's roof on the street. Now, in a minute, we'll have a bit more of a chat with them, but here's a taste of what life is like on the roof.
It's a bit of a wet morning down under our plastic sheet. Okay, well, let's just explain why we're up here.
This is our rooftop in Waltham Forest in northeast London.
We've come up here as part of the crowdfunder that we've just launched for our power station project. We're actually trying to raise £100,000. Fingers crossed we can get there.
I really don't.
What you could do with those is put them flat on the ground and tie them, and then when the wind stops, we can put them back up.
Good morning.
It's much colder now than it was in the night time.
The idea of the power station is that we're bringing solar energy and retrofit measures to every house that wants it on this one East London street.
People are saying, why should I support this if I'm not on this street or if I'm not in Waltham Forest?
Okay, yeah, go on.
Well,
why should they?
It's not just about this one street. It's about this as a trigger for a street-by-street approach and the kind of growing awakening that we're seeing all around us that we can have the power to make change.
Now, I'm joined by Dan and Hilary. First of all, let's just get something straight. There's no sleepwalking going on here, is there? We're all right on that front.
So far, so good.
Marvellous, OK. Now, the motivation here is extreme. Why is that, Dan?
Well, there's a climate crisis and a cost of living crisis, and, there's a solution out there. It just needs to be rapidly deployed at scale, and it's not being at the moment.
We got a sense of what it's like in that video. It's just been pouring down with rain just now, thunder and lightning. You're in for a bit of a night tonight, Hilary.
Well, it's clearing up, and there's something beautiful about being up there under the weather.
What's the ultimate dream? I mean, obviously, you want to get solar panels on all of the roofs on the street. What beyond that?
We want it kind of rolled out street by street. If it's not happening fast enough at a government level, then kind of showing that people do have the power to act and make change.
All right, marvellous. OK, thank you very much. Well, we've got Pippa over here as well. Hello, Pippa. Now, you're one of the neighbours on the street here. You stand to benefit if this all comes off. Have you tried to get solar panels before?
Well, we thought about it a few years ago, but it was just so expensive. It just didn't seem like it was going to be worth, and to be honest, we couldn't afford it. So
now, possibly, you can. Well, that would be good. And I expect to see you on the roof having a cup of tea later, Pippa. Well, fortunately, as I say, the rain has now stopped. Just incidentally, another £1 billion was announced by the government today to go towards insulation. But, of course, as we've seen here tonight, there is another tactic to energy efficiency improvements: sleeping on the roof.
Community spirit in action. Thanks very much, Jim. And we'll get the forecast for Dan and Hilary in a moment. But before that, is it starting to feel a lot like Christmas? London's famous Trafalgar Square tree has been put up this morning. This is the moment the